moving on to one of the earlier games in the day. Celtics hold off the rally from the Atlanta Hawks. The Celtics came out hitting on all cylinders off to a strong start with Jaylen Brown finishing up with 29 points and 12 rebounds. Jayson Tatum with 25 and 11 rebounds, and Derrick White with 24 points, 7 assists, and 5 rebounds. Those guys are playing fantastic. I went to my brother's to watch the game, and he looked up and he was like, wait a minute. Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown have 40 points, and the Hawks had 54. The Celtics got out to a crazy big lead, led by 32 at one point, and were just pouring it on. Everybody was contributing in this game. To get that type of play from Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown after their, of course, finals loss from last year, to see them actually come out and be like, we're going to put our foot on the gas, we're going to be aggressive, we're going to get to the bucket, and they were just scoring at will against Atlanta. Atlanta doesn't really have too many options to stop those two guys, so I feel like that's going to be a difficult thing for them, as well as Derrick White. Derrick White has been probably one of the X-factor players all season, been durable, consistent, knocking down his shot, and he was able to do that today as well. Getting consistent defensive plays from Marcus Smart, especially late in the game against Atlanta when they were making their run there. The Atlanta Hawks cut it to 12. So the Celtics kind of readjusted there, got some defensive plays there from Al Horford, Marcus Smart, Robert Williams, all of those guys contributing on that end. And it was just a total team win from the Celtics. The only thing I noticed from the Celtics, that was a short rotation there. And just wondering if they're going to be able to get in there, because I think Tatum and Brown played nearly 40 minutes in this game. So that's a little high there, especially being up 32. You thought there would have been a little bit more relief there. But yeah, the Celtics, other than that, were playing great. Of course, there was that point where they were kind of losing the lead a little bit. The lead was dwindling, but they actually woke up, locked down late, and got the victory there. And again, just impressive play from Jaylen Brown, especially after that injury with his cut hand there from picking up a vase, he said. And to get that consistent play is off to a good start. Jayson Tatum as well, who was hitting big shots. And just a really total team effort there for the Boston Celtics. And Robert Williams, I believe he has 10 games where he shot 100% from the field, passing Ed Pickney from the 1990s, 91 season, I believe, at that time period. But just to get that efficiency from Robert Williams off the bench, and I think the Celtics should continue to do that, keep bringing him off the bench, because I think it just gives him a different look, and he's not just starting the game and playing those high minutes there. Putting him in plug-and-play situations, but he pays dividends, and especially on the defensive end, even on the offensive end. But the defensive end, blocking shots, rebounding, battling on the boards, Celtics are going to need that forward. Hopefully they can use this series to build him up and get him ready for those high minutes usage that they're going to need him at points and times during this playoff run. Now on to the Hawks. Do they have any answers? Trae Young struggled tonight. 16 points, 8 assists, just really couldn't get going. Marcus Smart defending him real well. Derrick White, all those guys that they put on him just wore him down a little bit. And you're just wondering, can they find any situations where they could actually get a game here? And it's looking dastardly. The only thing that I was worried about from Atlanta was the rebounding of Clint Capella and those opportunities that he can create, second chance points and opportunities, and that the Hawks can hit threes. Still haven't seen that in game one, and we'll see how the series goes forward. But it's just like, I don't see too many answers for the Atlanta Hawks here, unless Trae Young goes ballistic and just goes for 40 and has a big game in that nature, which I don't see what's happening. I don't see that happening against this Boston Celtics team. So you're just sitting there wondering, how can they make some headway in this series from the Atlanta Hawks perspective? And it's just like, I really don't see it unless they defend at a high level, which the Hawks have not been able to do this season, and that they're able to score. The Hawks are able to score, but against the Celtics defense, which is top 5 in the league, I believe, that's going to be difficult to do. Looking at the Atlanta Hawks here. But game 2 will be on, I think, Tuesday. Let me just check here. But that'll be on Tuesday on NBA TV at 7 o'clock. So just wondering if the Hawks can figure out any type of way to slow down the Celtics offense and be able to pick up their offense enough where they're able to compete in these games here. And it's going to be interesting to see if they're able to do that.